Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's live. Hello. Happy Monday, everyone. Gobbles and giggles. Happy Monday. I hope you are doing great today. Let me check something for a second. Check something. Nope. Instagram and Facebook seem to be having. Oh, well, Facebook is letting me in, but it's not. It's not updating my newsfeed. Oh well. So yeah, Facebook is having troubles, but anyway, that's okay. I don't need that to do my YouTube live stream. So I'm feeling streamish, and I'm gonna give it a few minutes, let people come in here. But I've got some things I wanted to kind of share, talk about. Surrounding the 50th anniversary weekend at Disney. I might do a little taste test here in a minute. I've been kind of cleaning this today, and I came across some interesting things. I will do a little show and tell very shortly. So anyway, I hope your weekend went well. Mine went well. I worked Friday. I worked yesterday on Sunday. We were a little on the slow side, so it wasn't terrible. I also took a break yesterday, which I don't always do. But it was a good day. Also, I've been kind of sorting out, cleaning, and I came across this book that I picked up. This is, as you can see, is from 2011. It's kind of a information book. I think if I remember right, I picked this up at like Target or Walmart or something, and it's kind of interesting. It's a nice little snapshot of how the parks were way back when, back in 2011, 10 years ago, in case your math is off. But one thing that I noticed that I just saw again was it talks about the parking fees in 2011. The parking fees apparently were $14. They are $11 higher today, currently, if you do not have a pass. If you do have a pass, of course, parking is included as a perk of your pass. So anyway, so some things like that have definitely not changed, or have changed, are not the same. They also, this is also before Happily Ever After debuted, and they still talk about wishes in the book there. So wishes, I really liked Wishes. That was my last. That was the last show that I saw live, a nighttime show that I saw live at Magic Kingdom. So that one Wishes has special meaning to me. I wish I'd have jumped on kind of the opportunity to go down and see Happily Ever After, maybe from one of the resorts, or maybe just splurging on a day ticket to get in to see Happily Ever After live, just so I could say that I saw it. I never saw Epcot Forever. The last show at Epcot at the nighttime that I saw was Illuminations. So yeah. So anyway, so over the weekend, I'll go ahead and get into it. The Walt Disney World. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Good to see you. Over the weekend, of course, on Friday was October the 1st, and it was Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. So happy 50th, Disney. Let me do something here. Adjust my light just a little bit. That looks a little better. Okay. Okay. Turning my light up a little bit. And from watching the streams, it is clear that some of the pomp and circumstance, as far as, the ceremonial side, was kind of lacking. It's from what I was able to watch, because I did work Friday, but from what I was able to catch, there wasn't a lot as far as like a dedication ceremony. There was a little thing they did the night before in a kind of a private, like a press event, but they didn't do anything really with the public there. I didn't see it, but I think they might have done some kind of a little stage thing on the castle, in front of the castle, kind of as the park opened. So that's disappointing, that they didn't really do any kind of a, kind of a rededication for like the public to see, for, the people that Disney is there for. But some of the things that they're offering for the 50th, I'm just going to kind of go over it briefly, kind of from what I've been able to see, as far as the shows, as far as, what they're offering. Let's start with the merch. From what I've seen, and I've been following fairly closely some of the, the merchandise releases and items that are available. Excuse me, my ears are weird today. That's right, Jonathan. There's yeah. anyway, so the merch didn't really impress me a lot, to be perfectly honest. The only I did buy a 50th anniversary. Actually, it's if Amazon is doing its job, it's supposed to come today. But I ordered it's a commemorative, like a book that they put out for the 50th, and I had pre-ordered it on Amazon. I had also pre-ordered another 50th book, and I got a email last week that it was delayed, so I don't have that to share yet. But anyway, my point is that I haven't actually bought anything, I think, directly from Disney at the parks. It's a combination of, well, don't have a pass or a ticket right now, so I can't get down there. Also, I not really in a collecting mode right now. I'm actually working on trying to clean and organize in my room. So buying anything is, I really have to it really has to be a good one if I'm going to spend money on it. So I don't know if you can see it, but I don't think you can see it. I've got 2 clothes baskets over here on the ground behind me. They are full of, not of laundry. Actually, one of them has some like newer clothes that I need to sort out, but I need to go through my dresser. I need to sort out old stuff that I'm not wearing. That way I can get rid of it or put it away. Some of it's actually smaller than what I'm wearing right now. So anyway, I've just got stuff. I need to de-junk. I need to organize. So I can't be really looking at buying all this stuff that Disney's releasing. So, but none of it really has impressed me that I'm seeing. And I'm really not interested in buying anything 50th. The exception might be a pin. It doesn't even have to be like a limited time, limited edition type of a pin, as long as they have something that's like 50th pin themed. That would be most likely what I would actually buy in the parks. Now I am planning to get a pass in January, and it's my it's my understanding that they have a 50th design on the actual pass that you can get. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe get that when the time comes and I get the pass. So that'll be fun. But I also I think everyone or anyone, Jonathan, you probably know LBV, Lake Buena Visitors. They sell beautiful shirts. And so I bought their 50 Years of Magic shirt, and that's probably going to be the only clothing item I would buy. I'm going to buy with 50th. And I preferred to support LBV, Chris and Maria, rather than support Disney, just because, it's more of a supporting, these people that it's more of a personal thing, more, them better than Disney. And as much as, we love Disney and, going to Disney, it seems more and more these days that Disney is, they're just want to make, the money and not, and it's been discussed on other streams, but the value, the value is diminishing with, these days. So I just felt better about spending my money, which is limited. Money is not, money don't grow on trees, and so that's where I wanted to put my money, is more supporting these creators and people that I have gotten connecting with them on social media and in their live streams. And so all that to say is that I'm really not going to be getting much, if at all, when I do go to the Disney parks during the 50th celebration. I'll probably, look for a pin. That's the one thing that I have started collecting over the past year since I went last fall to the parks, and I started collecting pins. So, some of all this other stuff that they put out, 50th this, 50th that, and merch in general. I've gotten a couple of things here and there, but nothing, I really just have to, Jonathan pins. And it was kind of hard for me when I first started collecting pins. I told myself I'm going to get one pin each time I go, because I had, certain number of days. I said, you know what, I'm just going to get like one pin every time I go, either to a park, or if I head down to Disney Springs, I'll stop into the pin stop and get one pin. So what did Dean do? The spring, when I started going, I started buying 2 pins, because when I got to the spring, my spring days, I'm like, okay, I don't know when I'll be back after, my spring days. So I should probably get 2 pins. That way I, really jumpstart my collection. So, yes. And not only did I get like 2 pins, I was getting like 2, like, the double pins on the, where they got 2 pins on the cardboard. Like, for example, the first pin set I got, I called them the first pin I got. I always think when I posted a picture of it, I said, this is the first pin I got. But actually, it was Mowgli and Baloo. Technically 2 pins on the card. So I'm just kind of sneaking in there, taking liberties with my with my my guidelines for collecting. So yeah, I think, Jonathan, I have kind of starting to slide down that rabbit trail. The one thing that's saving me is that I don't see myself, I really have no desire to try to order pins online. The exception to that was the pin that has Chip and Dale with a turkey leg. That was like a that was off Amazon. It was like, a special pin that I had to have. That was the exception. But again, I made an exception once. What's to say I'm not going to make another exception down the road? But the one thing that is keeping me from, getting more pins now is simply because I'm not visiting the parks. And so I'm telling myself now, because I'll have a pass and I'll probably be going, more times throughout the year, that I will collect only 1 pin each visit. So I'm trying to tell myself that again. So we'll see if I convince myself to just buy 1 pin each visit on my visits. So that's about the merch. I know that turned into a whole discussion about, okay, me, my junk that I have, and am I gonna buy any of the 50th merch? No. I mean, I have a collection of these guide maps, so if they'll likely have maybe a special, something that says 50th on the front of just the regular guide map. So, I mean, I'll probably take that with me. That's be something that I'll take with me. But the thing is, what am I going to spend money on? Being that I have limited financial, I just got a bunch of notifications. Hey, Katrina, welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I was just talking about how I don't intend to buy a lot of 50th merch, much at all, if anything, because I have stuff issues, meaning I'm trying to sort through things right now. I'm trying to go through my room. Last week I was able to start some things, sorting through some things. I got rid of literally just a couple things, and those were like cardboard boxes that I found. And I literally just moved things, consolidated things from like some smaller boxes and just some larger tubs. So I didn't really get rid of anything yet, but I am endeavoring to try to get rid of things that I'm not using, that I really don't need. So because of that, I'm not buying any 50th merch. There are a few things, okay. It's not that I'm not buying any merch. I'm not going to buy 99.999% of what they have. So far as the 50th, they came out with beacons, the beacons of magic. I think it's what they're called, where all the Katrina, how I get rid of things is I look at that, and if it gives me joy, I keep it. If it doesn't, or I don't really need it, I throw it away. That's kind of what I'm kind of thinking, because I've got things in like boxes in my closet, and I've got these drawer things, here on my desk. You can't see them, but I've got this. I've got the drawers that pull out, and I've got things in here that I've bought that I really haven't done anything with, like these. I bought these at the M&M store, and as you can see, they are unopened. But if you know anything about me, one thing you might know about me is I have a thing for office supplies. And so when Dean buys pins like this, especially like special pins like this, you have to keep these precious. You have to keep these unopened and new, because these are special pins, and you actually are not allowed to use these in my world. So anyway. Also, this is where I keep any gift cards that I receive from people. I will just put gift cards in this, which is an actual gift card holder but it's large enough to hold, several, the actual gift cards in. So that's something useful that I'm holding on to. But I've just got things in here. Twisty tie. I might need it someday. I'm just saying. Anyway, I have drawers, all these drawers of things that I have hold on to. I mean, look at this. I have held on to this from my fortune cookie. This says, romance could divert your attention away from money matters today. Romance could divert your attention away from money matters today. Or cleaning matters today. Maybe I shouldn't be reading that. I don't know that I need romance today. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Maybe someday, but not today. We'll close that drawer. But anyway. So the beacons of light, to get back to the beacons of light, I saw the castle, and of course I've seen the Epcot lights, which is one of the beacons of light, but it's going to be permanent. They're going to keep those on Spaceship Earth for Candy Mom Cynthia. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Monday. I haven't seen the lights or the projections on the Tower of Terror or the tree yet. And Jesse, whether or not, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Not Thursday. Monday. It's Monday, Dean. Monday. But I can tell you specifically the Spaceship Earth lights. Those are out of 10. I would say they're definitely get a 10 from me. It's just from watching on streams. Jesse, I am on. Jesse, today is. I think today's Friday, to be perfectly honest. I have a good feeling about today, so I'm just gonna call it Friday. So happy Friday, everyone. While you're in this stream, it is Friday. So Spaceship Earth, my only critique of the lights on Spaceship Earth is, why haven't they done them sooner? They could have, they're just lights you put up there and you turn them on. I don't know. My guess is maybe they didn't quite have that technology yet, but it seems like on the surface that it's something that could have been done years ago. But they did it now, and it's permanent from what Disney's saying. So yes. So really briefly, I know there's whole discussions, places. I'll just share really quickly my thoughts on the two nighttime shows that have debuted. Harmonious is the one I saw first. It took me a couple of views to kind of kind of think through what I thought of the show. But at this point, I have watched between live streams and like vlogs and replays of live streams. I have probably watched Harmonious about 10 times. And I can tell you that for me, Harmonious is an 8 out of 10 for me. Of course, this is still considering that the last, nighttime show that I saw at Epcot was Illuminations, and that was like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, actually. Hi, Dawn. Welcome in. So I've not been able to actually see things, in person, which, there's a whole backstory to, why it was several years for me. But, I'm working on so I can go see things in person again. So I'll getting a pass in January, maybe February, but definitely in March. But anyway, as far as Harmonious goes, Harmonious is an easy 8 out of 10 for me. I've always said, and I think the feeling is fairly mutual, that the barges in the middle of the World Showcase are an eyesore during the day. So the question is to ask, and you guys can answer in the chat, if you've, watched the Harmonious show a few times, does it seem like it's worth having, even if you say that Harmonious is a 10 out of 10, but even if me at an 8, seeing it as an 8 out of 10 show, is that show worth having those barges be permanent in the middle of the lake? For me personally, I would say it is just barely worth it. Really, just barely. I think they're going to have to do something with those barges during the day. I know that they said they're going to have the fountains on, the water on, but from the short video clips that I've seen, from the pictures that I've seen, the water doesn't really cover them up. So I don't, it's just barely worth it. Yeah. Well, Cynthia, it could be affecting, the thing about Harmonious, it's the way it starts, okay? I'm a real sucker when it comes to music. When it comes to, if you've watched the show, you know how Harmonious starts with this female vocal going, that I'm a real sucker for that kind of thing. Vocals like that in music, it draws the emotion out of me. It or stirs the emotion up. Also flutes. If you hear flutes, there's an instrumental and it's kind of a flute thing going on. Flutes do it for me too. I'm a real sucker for flutes in music. So for the Jonathan, I could sing more if you want me to. Maybe. But anyway, that kind of got me. But I like the show. I don't really like that they have it set up for that you can't really get a good view of the Stargate ring in the middle, unless you're straight from it, so that if you're viewing it from the side, it's likely not much of a view. Of course, I say that not actually seeing it. Um, but anyway, so Harmonious is an 8 out of 10 for me. Now, Enchantment. Let me just touch on Enchantment for a little bit. Also, keep in mind, I did not ever see Happily Ever After in person. I only saw it on streams. So, but still, I can already tell, as great as I think the expansion of the projections are onto Main Street, I kind of feel like for people that are watching on Main Street, at least for me, I feel like if you're watching on Main Street and you have the projections, you have the fireworks and the projections on the castle, and then you've got projections happening on Main Street, it's too much. I think it would be too much for me, because I'm trying to, they're doing the projections on the castle, telling some kind of a story, telling some kind of a visual. And then you've also got the fireworks and the music happening. So if they're adding in the projections, and I'm diverting my attention to take in the projections, it's just a little too much for me. Now, as far as the music and their choice of songs, and just in general, I think Enchantment would have been a lot better. Well, let me go back. I read somewhere that Disney said that with the 50th, they're not really looking at classic Disney, which I disagree with. And I don't think that celebrating 50 years by focusing on the last 5 years worth of movies for the music, or the last just handful of dozen years, doesn't quite get it. They have a section from Soul on there. Soul just came out like a few months ago, less than a year ago. Yeah, there's a lot of, you guys, everyone knows there's a lot of music in the Disney films from past years. And I know there was a section from, like, they used You Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story, which was in the 90s. For me, I would end at the 90s. Look at from the 90s and then earlier. I would start with, I would include Toy Story, because Toy Story was a great Disney innovative. It was a groundbreaking, it was a great movie, and just also technologically was a great thing. So I'm okay with that music being there. But the whole section of films, you in the 90s, that would be the latest I would go, and then go backwards, and use all of the music from the films that are classic films, that people that are more classic Disney from the great years of Disney. And so I would focus on from the 90s and earlier. So Cynthia, I never actually saw Soul. I recognized that it was Soul because I could tell from the video I was watching, it was the guy on the piano. That's the only reason I could identify it as Soul. And I'm familiar with what he looks like just from, images. So yeah, the preview for Soul did nothing really for me. So, but yeah. So Enchantment as let me just tell you, Enchantment as a show, even with what I've just said, I honestly would give it a 6, possibly a 7 out of 10. But I think seeing it in person, I would have to not watch it on Main Street because of all the surrounding, what I was talking about a minute ago. I would really want to just see the castle and the projections on the castle and the fireworks go off. Amy, welcome in. Happy Friday or Thursday or Monday, whatever day it is for you. Happy. So yeah, I do think they really should have, for the movies that they've represented in the show, I think they should have focused more on, earlier years instead of movies that are more recent. Yeah, I do like the original, The Magic is Calling. The Cavalcade also. The Cavalcade is definitely a 10 out of 10. I love the iridescent, outfits on the characters, on Mickey and Minnie and all them. And that new Magic is Calling anthem is great. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice, and they probably are going to have this if they don't already, wouldn't it be great to put that on your phone as a ringtone? So, every time someone calls, you go, the magic is calling, answer the call. I actually could look at that up. That would be a great idea. Disney selling point. But yeah. That's true, Jesse. And there are people, I'm sure they had that problem, with Happily Ever After to a point. I guess if the hub was filling up, maybe they had, just people, who just wanted to see it from further away. But maybe they didn't because they didn't have the projections. So I can see what you're saying, Jesse, is that, people who are aware that the projections are going to happen on Main Street, so they just kind of set themselves in the middle of Main Street, USA. It's where I'm sitting to take in the show today. Anyway, so I don't normally buy sweet treats, but I was at the store last night and I picked myself up these things. And normally, I don't know how all you guys feel about these things, but I was feeling fall-ish as I walked by these things. So fall and the pumpkins on there. So I just had to buy them. It's a pack of 5, so it's not like it's huge. So in case you have not bought these and maybe you've seen them, I'm going to save you some trouble, maybe. And I'm going to do a little taste test on the stream today. So here's what they look like. Yeah, they're just a little brownie. They're in the plastic. So I'm just going to take a little bite of this. So, yes, make sure to smash the like button. I like showing comments on the stream, but I don't like leaving them up there because you can't see all of my beautiness. So here it is unwrapped. Hello. Okay. Anyway. Definitely a brownie, kind of fudgy, or interesting. I don't think it's supposed to be caramel. I don't taste caramel. I'm not sure about this. Okay. So guys, if you see these in the store, don't get it. I don't taste pumpkin either, Dawn. I don't. It says on the back, today we bake. Yeah, little Debbie. Don't bake those anymore, please. So yeah, I'm gonna, definitely say do not. I don't recommend these guys. Major thumbs down from the turkey legster today. I mean, I'll finish those since I bought them. But you know, yeah. No to the pumpkin brownie. No. Mm-mm. Mm. Well, Dawn, it also could be due to the fact that I'm normally I'm not into the more sweet things. I'm more of like the savory things, like, I got this. I got this last night and it's already gone. So I'm not really into the sweet things and candy. I've mentioned before, I don't know if I have more than once. My favorite candy is really is the peanut M&Ms. And the reason why, I realized the reason why I prefer the peanut M&Ms versus like regular M&Ms or even like the peanut butter M&Ms is because, well, you have a candy around the peanut. The peanut itself is not sweet. You've just got a peanut, a salty or whatever, peanut in the middle. So you're not having this all total sweetness with the peanut M&M. And so that's why when I do have, candy at all, I usually go for the peanut M&Ms. And hello, Tina Marie. Happy Friday or whatever, happy Monday, whatever day is you're like on this stream. It is whatever day you want. So happy Monday, happy Friday, happy whatever day, and welcome in. So, yes, Jonathan, like a turkey leg. Turkey legs are not sweet at all, but they taste amazing. They just taste amazing. You just get yourself a bite of that goodness, that great, big, beautiful goodness, and you is all set. So anyway, yes, like a turkey leg. Definitely. Cynthia, I don't plan on really, I might throw them away in the garbage, but I'm definitely not going to be giving them away. All right, let me go up and see if I catch up on chat. Jesse, thank you for subscribing. I've done that too, where there's a channel that I thought I was subscribed to, or sometimes YouTube, I found a channel that I'm pretty sure I was subscribed to, and I'm thinking YouTube did something. I think they went in there and they did something with my subscriptions because yes. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Well, Jonathan, I always say I would try anything once. So they could try that. So Cynthia, I actually started the YouTube thing back in May. Early May was my official start. I'm kind of working through my streams and my shows. I've sort of tweaked and gone back and forth about what I'm sort of still feeling out YouTube. I've had some other streams and times over the past few months, but thank you for subscribing. And I did used to do Instagram lives as my thing, and then I moved over to YouTube. And yes, YouTube is not doing anything today. So I'm going to check here live. We are going to see what's going on. Nothing's going on. There's still an unknown network error has occurred. That's okay. Anyway. So, yeah. There was something else I was going to talk about today, and I'll be darned if I can't remember. Oh. Well, good for you, Cynthia. So I was cleaning out. I found some things. Apparently, I I think last year, right after Christmas, I remember I actually picked these up at, this looks like this was probably Dollar General, but I got a box of Christmas cards. So there's a few different designs. Never too early for Christmas. Can I get an amen? Never too early for Christmas. Never, ever, ever. There's a few different designs in here. Hey, look, polar bears. So anyway, I found these at the Dollar General. This is cute. You know, wouldn't it be nice if Santa Claus could just bring his trailer and put it in your backyard? A little personal Santa Claus. This is cute. Cute, cute, cute. I don't know. Is that the last one? There's only 20 cards. Oh, there's still one more. There we go. Warm wishes. Gingerbread. Gingerbread. You know, this year I think I might buy myself a gingerbread house kit and make it. But, you know, because of the, you know, the sweet thing I was talking about a little bit ago, probably won't eat much of it, if at all. But, you know, it's fun. It's fun. It would be a fun activity. So then, cute little penguin. Penguin, win. Penguin. Oh! There's one more. There's different. How many designs are they putting in here? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of your faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the Lord or the faith, wherever you sing the song, allows, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Or maybe Bucky if you don't have a star handy. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year, with the turkey legs smoking and something and something. When loved ones are near, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, so those are the cards. Those are all the cards. There's 20 of them apparently. And I thought there was like one or two different. Oh, look, they put all the designs on the back. I didn't see that. I didn't register. I thought those were like, I don't know what I thought that was, but they've got all the designs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different designs. So because there's 20 cards and because I can do math, that means you get 2 of each design. That's what that means. So this other thing looks like I picked it up at Target. A mosaic cactus. This looks a little crafty. I don't know. I vaguely remember getting this. I think this was definitely like months ago. Because I don't go to Target all that often. I think the last time I went was probably early this year. In the early months of the year. And this is definitely Target. This looks like Target. Just from this sticker here. Anyway, mosaic cactus. So what it is there's a wooden thing on here. Looks like there's glue. They've got some little tiles here. So probably stay tuned to the channel. I might do some kind of a video where I kind of put together. I don't know that it would be a live stream. They don't really have the setup to actually live stream, while I'm making the craft. But I probably like record, kind of the steps while I'm doing it and like post it as like a vlog type thing. So that would be fun. I need a mosaic turkey leg. Target, can you get me a mosaic turkey leg? Just saying. Jonathan says, Dean, you need to record a turkey leg version of that song, Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Jonathan, I'm going to work on that. So, anyway, thank you everyone for coming in. I'm past an hour here, and I was talking earlier in the stream how I'm trying to get organizing in my room and getting rid of things I don't need / use. So I need to continue on that project. As much as I love being live and talking to everyone, I do need to get back to things in my life, in my afternoon. Sorry. So just again, I do not recommend these. So anyway, Thursday night, I am live at 10:30 for story time. Once Upon a Turkey Leg is at 10:30 Thursday night. That is Eastern time. And I'll be back next Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And looking forward. Last week, I did some hiking. We had a little dab of nicer weather last week. This week, we're kind of inching up a dab warmer. It's kind of borderline pleasant in my book. So in a few weeks, once Florida decides to grab some of the cooler, temperatures, even if it's only like 5 or to 10 degrees, which is probably all it's going to be. But once there's some nicer weather, I'm going to be doing some more hiking, either live streams or maybe just some short clips or videos. So stay tuned for that. Not all of the areas that are around here get decent enough signal for a live stream, which is why I'm saying that they won't all be live. But in the next couple of weeks, probably starting in about maybe 2 to 3 weeks, it'll probably be starting then. I'm going to try to do, maybe not weekly, maybe bi-weekly, you'll see something of me hiking and seeing some of the natural Florida that is around here. So I'm looking forward to that. So again, thanks to everyone for being here. Have a great afternoon, and I will see you next Monday. And before that, Thursday night at 10:30. So have a gobbletastic afternoon, a gobbletastic Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday, whatever day. Have a gobbletastic one. So take care, and we'll see you. Let's click a button. Click a button.